Jai Gurudev, dear students, children, welcome again in this science class. And students, we have already started our chapter number 2, components of food. Okay, and under this chapter we are studying about the different components of food. Like here in the introductory part we have studied that carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fibers. Okay, so all these nutrients we are studying in detail. So out of all these I have explained you about the carbohydrates and what are their sources, from which foods we can get these carbohydrates, and after that I have explained you about the proteins also. Okay, and how the proteins we get from different these sources, plants as well as animal sources, and what are the function performed by the proteins, means these are called as the building blocks of our body, and proteins are also called as building body building food. Okay, so after this, children, let's we come to the next nutrient, that is fats. And about fats, fats are also energy giving nutrients. So children, fats, you also know that they are also equally important nutrients for our body, and generally these nutrients are also energy giving nutrients. Okay, just like carbohydrates, we have studied about the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates also provide us energy, and these fats also provide us energy giving nutrients. So fats are generally stored under the skin and around internal organs like the heart, liver, kidneys, muscles and lungs. Children, these fats are required by our body, but in a very limited amount. We should not take these fats in an excess amount, because if we take these fats in an excess amount, then they store in the different parts of our body. Just like here they have written, they are generally stored under the skin. इसीलिए हम मोटे हो जाते हैं जब बहुत ज़्यादा फैट्स वाले फूड हम रेगुलर रूटीन में लेते हैं, तो वो हमारी स्किन के अंदर स्टोर होने स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. Then around the internal organs also, means you must have heard about the heart risk also. It also takes place because of the continuation of fat containing diet. So near the heart, near the liver, near the kidneys, muscles and lungs also. So children, these fats are stored around these internal organs of our body. So these are the essential internal organs, because these internal organs perform particular important functions of our body. So without the proper functioning of these organs, our body can't work normally. So the fats are divided into two major categories. फैट्स जो होते हैं वो उनको भी हमने दो मेजर कैटेगरी में कैटेगराइज किया है. व्हाट आर दीज? सैचुरेटेड फैट्स एंड unsaturated fats. So what are these? So let's see. Saturated fats have solid consistency at room temperature, like ghee, butter. So children, saturated fats क्या होते हैं? जो आपके नॉर्मल रूम टेम्परेचर पे जनरली सॉलिड फॉर्म में होते हैं, जैसे घी और बटर, ये हमें सॉलिड फॉर्म में ही मिलते हैं और ये रूम टेम्परेचर पे सॉलिड ही होते हैं। जब हम इनको हाई टेम्परेचर प्रोवाइड करवाते हैं तब ये लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाते हैं, बट जनरली दे एग्जिस्ट इन अ solid state. So they are saturated fats, and unsaturated fats are typically liquid at room temperature. So what are the liquid fats at room temperature? You know, children, that like vegetable oils, the oils which we use in cooking oils are called vegetable oils. So different types of edible oils, nuts such as cashew and almonds, butter, milk and cheese are good sources of fats. So children, you must have understood that from what sources we can generally get the fats. These are some they have given here, but all the dry foods have large amount of oil, okay, rich amount of oil, and even butter, ghee, milk and many other sources which provide us oil and ghee also. So about fats, you should understand that what are the two different categories of fats: saturated fats and unsaturated fats. Okay, so under saturated fats, I have told you that those fats which are generally solid at room temperature, they are coming under saturated fats like ghee and butter, and all the vegetable oils are unsaturated fats. Okay, so here they have given interesting fact: coconut milk is not the same as coconut water. Coconut milk has higher fat content of around 17% but is low in sugars. Children, you must have heard about the coconut milk. Coconut milk is not a coconut water. Okay, this milk is formed generally by grinding the raw coconuts, okay, and those soft part, when we grind properly in our mixer grinder, at that time we can get coconut milk, okay, and it has high amount of fats. So as compared to coconut water, we can't compare with the coconut milk with coconut water. Coconut water is so nutritious and it has less amount of fats, but coconut milk has large amount of fats, because you know coconut has high amount of oil also, but coconut milk has low sugar content. Okay, so children, this is all about the fats, and after this I'll show you one activity which we can perform at our home, and you also try to do it. For this activity we need one paper, any plain paper you can take, or this paper I have taken simple ruled paper also you can use, but it should be fresh and clean. Okay, and after this we used to have some grains, or we can say dry fruits, nuts. So I prefer to take groundnuts. Groundnuts are easily available at everybody home, so you can also take groundnuts. So when we crush those groundnuts, then we can examine, or we can detect, we can test the presence of fats in those groundnuts. Okay, so here generally we test the presence of fats in any of food. जिस भी फूड में आपको ये टेस्ट करना है कि उसमें फैट्स प्रेजेंट हैं या नहीं हैं, उस फूड को आप जब क्रश करोगे तो आप उसमें पेपर की हेल्प से, जब आप पेपर में उस क्रश्ड फूड को या उन क्रश्ड सीड्स को जब प्रेस करोगे तो आपको कुछ पैचेस पेपर के ऊपर बने हुए दिखाई देंगे जिसमें ऑयली पैचेस होंगे. ओके, सो फ्रॉम दैट ऑयली पैचेस वी कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड दैट इट हैज़ फैट्स प्रेजेंट इन this particular food. Okay, so let's do that activity. I'll show you how to do. Yes, now you can see, children, these are the groundnuts. I have taken a few pieces, you can take out, and these groundnuts I am going to crush these all. You can see with the help of any pestle and mortar you can crush them in this way. Okay, crush them properly so that they can leave the oil which is present in them. So जितने अच्छे से आप इसको क्रश करोगे उतने ही अच्छे से आपको ऑयल एक्सट्रैक्ट उसमें से किया हुआ मिलेगा. मेरे ख्याल से ये जिसमें मैं क्रश कर रही हूँ ऐसे वाला आप सबके घर में होगा ही. जब आपकी मदर चाय बनाती होंगी तो इसमें इलायची या कुछ और भी हम जनरली क्रश करते ही हैं, जैसे जिंजर है या इलायची है या जो भी आप चाय में डालते हैं. So now these groundnuts I have crushed properly. Now put these crushed groundnuts on this piece of paper. Okay, and now after putting on this piece of paper, you have to just fold this paper in this way. Okay, आप जैसे ही इस पेपर को फोल्ड करोगे और इसमें आप बहुत अच्छे से उसको प्रेस कर दीजिए. आप चाहो तो ऐसे इसको दबा सकते हो, जिससे हमने इसको क्रश किया था ग्राउंडनट्स को, उसी से ही आप इस पेपर के ऊपर भी आप इसी से ही दबा सकते हो. ओके, नाउ यू कैन सी द पैचेस ऑफ ऑयल स्टार्ट कमिंग ऑन द पेपर. ओके, इसको आप हाथ से भी दबा के कर सकते हो और नहीं तो आप किसी भी चीज़ से इसको प्रेस कर सकते हो. एंड व्हेन यू प्रेस देम प्रॉपरली you can see, you can press with the help of finger in this way, and now you can see the oil patches. Okay children, see these oil patches comes on this paper. So from this we can understood that whatever crushed part we have taken inside means groundnuts. These crushed groundnuts, they have so much oil, and in the same way you can test with the help of taking another nuts also, like almonds, cashew nuts and walnuts. Okay, they all have oil or fats present in them. Okay, so this is a simple activity. With the help of this activity we can detect the presence of fats in any of the food item. Understood? So this is one of the activity you can also try at your home, and you can easily find out these patches of oils which are coming from these crushed groundnuts. Okay children, so let's see our chapter what is given next to fats. Yes children, now after the fats, and we have tested the presence of fats in this way. Here also they have shown that oil stained blotting paper confirming the presence of fats. Here they have used blotting paper easily absorb any kind of oil or water, so they have used blotting paper. So if you don't have this blotting paper, you can simply use common paper also. So this kind of patches, and I have also shown those patches of fats when we test the presence of fats in our food. So I have tested about the groundnuts, but you can test any solid as well as liquid food also for this detection. Okay, so after this children, come on the next topic, that is vitamins. So what are the vitamins? Vitamins are the protective foods, we can say, or protective components or nutrients of our food. So to help our body function properly, we need vitamins. Vitamins keep our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. There are 13 vitamins: A, C, D, E and K, and vitamin B complex. Children, here they have written that for some particular functions of our body or particular functioning of some organs, we need vitamins. So for what vitamins are necessary? For the proper functioning of our eyes, for the proper functioning of our bones, teeth and even our gums. Okay, so other than so many functions are also played by these vitamins. So what are these kind of vitamins? Total 13 vitamins are there. So out of these 13, these A, C, D, E and K, these are present singly, means they are single vitamins. But vitamin B, which is complex means it has many forms. It has again divided into or classified into various forms. So what are these? Vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7 and B9, and after that vitamin B12. So children, that's why there are so many kind of vitamin B present here. So that's why we can call the vitamin B as a B complex. Okay, but these A, C, D, E, K, these are the vitamins which are present singly. They don't have any other further type, and each one has a specific function. So children, vitamin B complex has again so many vitamins, means numbering we have given here, but they all perform different functions in our body. Okay, there are two types of vitamins found: fat soluble and water soluble. So children, vitamins also we can classified on the basis of their solubility, means वो किस सब्सटेंस में वो सॉल्युबल हो जाते हैं, वो घुल जाते हैं. सॉल्युबल मीन्स घुल जाना. किस मटेरियल में वो सॉल्युबल होते हैं और किस में नहीं होते हैं, इसके अकॉर्डिंगली भी हमने इनको 2 टाइप्स में कैटेगराइज किया है. फर्स्ट इज द फैट सॉल्युबल विटामिन्स एंड सेकंड आर द water soluble vitamins. Okay, here they have written fat soluble and water soluble. कुछ vitamins ऐसे होते हैं जो fats में ही soluble होते हैं, वो water में soluble नहीं होते, और कुछ vitamins ऐसे होते हैं जो water में soluble होते हैं, वो fats में soluble नहीं होते. तो let's study about those. Fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E and K are fat soluble vitamins. These are stored in fat tissues of our body. So children, A, D, E, K, A, D, E and K. These vitamins are fat soluble vitamins and they are generally stored in our body where fats are there. Okay, so sources of fat soluble vitamins are as follows. So vitamin A we get from orange and yellow vegetables, dark green leafy vegetables. So children, generally these are the general observations, or we can say generally we can say that if any vegetable is orange in color like carrot, or you can see that some capsicum are coming under this category, and even pumpkin is also there, and some fruits are also there which are orange in color, and if anything is yellow in color and dark green leafy vegetables, they all contains vitamin A. And vitamin D is present in our body, but it is means its components are present in our body, and those with the help of those components our body prepare this vitamin in the presence of sunlight. Without going sunlight, your body can't prepare this vitamin. Okay, so that's why we should play for some time in the sunlight also, and this vitamin is mainly helpful for the strong bones of our body. So that's why we should play for some time, and we should stay for some time in a sunlight, generally during the early morning. Vitamin E, vegetable oils and nuts. Vitamin A we get from vegetable oils and nuts only. So vitamin K, some sources of vitamin K are cauliflower, green leafy vegetables, and even children, rich source of vitamin K is tomato also. Okay, so this vitamin is also very important for our body because it helps in the blood clotting. Okay, this vitamin is necessary for the good texture of your hair, your skin. Glowing skin is because of this vitamin, and vitamin D is necessary for the healthy bones, strong bones, and vitamin A is necessary for your eyesight. Okay, our eye can't function properly without this vitamin A. And if there is a deficiency of vitamin A in our diet, in our body, then what happens? Our eyesight becomes weak and we have to wear spectacles. Okay children, so this is about the fat soluble vitamins, which are 4 here, A, D, E, K. And now water soluble vitamins are vitamin B complex like B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9 and B12. These all vitamins are coming under water soluble vitamins, and vitamin C also are water soluble vitamins. Means you simply keep it in your mind that water soluble vitamins are vitamin C and all the vitamin B complex. Okay, so these vitamins are not stored in our body and hence should be produced through food items we eat. Means these vitamins are our body can't store them. So as we take food, from food we can get these vitamins. Understood? So that's why these vitamins are very necessary to eat regularly. Means those food items we should take regularly which contain these all the vitamins. So what are these sources of food? So let's see. Sources of water soluble vitamins are as follows. Vitamin B complex, so you can get from whole grains. Whole grain we can call as wheat, rice, maize, barley, or any whole grain. As a pulses also we can get bananas, avocados. It is also a name of fruit which is not generally available in our country, but in some of the countries people used to have this food very commonly. So oranges, green leafy vegetables, etc. So children, generally we get vitamin B complex from all these sources. And vitamin C, orange, lemon, guava, grapefruit, papaya, strawberries, cauliflower and broccoli. So these all are the good sources of vitamin C. Okay, so children, this is all about the vitamins, and today's video is quite longer and enough longer. For next time in the next class I'll explain you about the minerals and roughage, okay, which are the next two remained components of our food that I'll explain you in the next videos. By the time you try to understand what I taught you today, and if you are not getting any point, you can rewind the video and again you can listen what I explained. Okay, this is knowledgeable part of your daily life. So children, you all should know about these components of food and nutrients and their uses and how we can get from different foods. So children, Jai Gurudev to all of you.